channel. Welcome to 2023 and welcome 100 subscribers, over 100 subscribers. I'm so chuffed. This is going to be my year to focus on YouTube. And welcome to my new intro. I hope you just watched it. That is done by the wonderful Stephanie. I'll put her website in my description. When I first ever thought that I might start a YouTube, even before that, I thought if I ever get a YouTube, I'm going to get her to do the intro because she's done so many others that I've loved. So here I am living the dream. It's happened. So yeah, starting 2023 with a bang. I thought for my first video of the year, I'd do as I did last year, which is make a goals video. Usually at the start of a new year, I'm sort of like bouncing into it. I've got ideas, I've got motivation. This year, I kind of just feel like I'm just plodding along into it. I don't feel like crap about it, but I'm not like super like, oh, could I just smash this? Could I do this? Like, I just want to like level out, guys. So that being said though, I have got a few good goals this year. So let's get into it. Hash them out with me. Yeah, let's get started. So this year, my number one overarching goal is to make more money. It feels weird to admit, like it's a bad thing to say, but in reality, we all need more money. Well, we might not all need more money, but we all need money. And for a few of the other goals I've got this year, I definitely need more money. So yeah, that's the main one, and I'm going to hash out later on in this video a money plan and work out the tasks that I have in my business that actually do make me money so we can figure out what to focus on. That's number one. Number two is I'd like to write more this year. I started last year sort of playing about with the idea of writing articles and getting paid for them, and I did a couple, but then we bought this house and it sort of like put a pin in it. So I'd like to get back into that more, and I'd like to write more about art and textiles and other things in general that interest me, and just figure out how that world works a bit. Obviously I never studied journalism, but it does interest me, and I always enjoyed the writing of uni, which was very rare in art school. Not many people did because they were there to make art, whereas I kind of like both. I also would like to become, ultimately, a textiles expert, queen of textiles, all the knowledge, jack of all trades, textile queen. So it's kind of niche, this one, I'm not gonna lie to you, but I just feel like I want to be the person that people come to when they're like, oh, I want to find out more about this, or who do you think made this, how do you think this is made? I want to have the answers. I want to be like a consultant, like for the BBC when they're making a documentary and they want to know more about something. That is me. I want that. So this year I want to figure out what that looks like, how to get there. I don't know, guys. I just want to be it. We'll figure that out as we go, but I'm thinking maybe this year, obviously my writing will help, and like maybe if I experiment with some short form video like TikTok and Instagram reels of like what certain textile things are, how things are made, etc. People love that inside the factory stuff, don't they? So yeah, maybe that kind of thing. We'll see how it goes. Another thing I would like to do is read more this year. I was crap for reading last year. I read 10 books in total. some good books, but I just, again, with the like moving here, everything was upside down for a while. A lot of my books are actually still packed away. I've unpacked mostly ones that I haven't read, so at least I've got those ones out. But yeah, I'd like to read more. That'll help with my textile expertness if I read more textile books. And I think it'll improve my writing style because, yeah, that just makes sense. I'd also like to travel more in 2023. With the last couple of years, COVID, and then buying this house last year, I've sort of not really been anywhere. I've been places. No, I've not really been abroad much. We went to Greece last year, but that was the first time I've been abroad since 2018. So yeah, I'd like to just see more this year because I'm only getting older, and whilst I don't think that's a bad thing, I think the older you get, the more responsibilities you get and the less easy it is to go away. And it's already difficult enough to fit stuff in for us both. And I've already had to turn down holidays already this year with friends because it doesn't coincide with my working schedules, etc. So you just gotta really seize those moments when you can. So yeah, that's on the cards for this year, and that is another reason why I need more money. The other big thing, and the final big thing on my list this year, is the renovation of this house. As you can see, we're still in the ugly office. It's looking beautifully ugly today. This is going to move upstairs temporarily, but sort of like long-term temporarily. While the entire downstairs moves around, we're going to have to strip this room, make it into a living room, and then put the kitchen into what will be the old living room. And then that leaves a small room to bring the office down into. It's chaotic, so if you haven't already watch my video that I actually made on that whole plan, and it'll make more sense. But yeah, for now, it'll be springtime. I'll be moving the office into the spare room upstairs, making that kind of a nice space. So yeah, that's to come. But yes, need more money for that too. So later on in the video, I'm going to do a little money plan. I'm going to hash out some of the tasks that specifically make me money in the business. And I'm going to focus on those probably as we go through the year. And I'm going to do the planning on Trello. So let's get into that. So what I've done is I've opened a new board on Trello. If you've not used Trello before, it's super easy to use. Basically, it's just online to-do lists. I think it's great. So I've opened a new board, 2023 goals, and then what I do is I put my goals in here. Then I do another list, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. So that is my 5 lists. As you can see, so the goals, I've just put the basic goals on. Oh God, now you get to witness my awful typing. Make more money. I've got my little list here. Write more. Read more. Look at that, I'm awful. Also, my keyboard keeps doing this weird glitchy thing where I'll write so much of a word and then it'll have wrote the word twice. I haven't wrote the word twice. If anyone knows anything about Mac keyboards and why they might do that, please hit me up. Queen. So those are the main goals for this year. Now, what I can do is go into them and add details. So I can be like, when it loads, I could be like double income from last year, like whatever you want to put. You could put like a date and like a deadline. You could attach a file. I mean, for this, probably don't need to do stuff like that, but you know, if you was doing like a more complicated to-do list for actual to-do list purposes, this is great. And then you can see you've made a note on it because it's got the little lines. So yeah, quarter one. So what I do then basically is, because it's overwhelming to be like, how am I going to make more money? Break it down into the quarters of the year. So January to March, April to June, July to September, and October to December. But before I do that, I'm going to make another list called money tasks, as I said I was going to do. And here I'm going to list some of the stuff that I can do that I know makes me money. So currently YouTube's not making me money. So if I want to focus on making money, it's a tricky one, because if I don't focus on YouTube now, I'll never build it to the point where it makes money. But currently, if I'm in a squeeze, spending time on a YouTube video is a waste of time because it does not make me money. So there's a balance to be had. But immediate money making tasks are teaching, and I'm going to put workshops separately, because teaching is, I'm thinking like my more long courses where I do like an 8-week course and I get paid at the end, and my workshops like literally one-off couple of hour evening workshops, so I get paid much sooner for those. What else makes me money? Commissions, product sales, client, I've spelt products wrong, client appointments. Last year I did a few client appointments, like one-to-ones with people just starting the business out. Now I don't pretend to be like some kind of business guru, but because I'm still in the midst of it all myself, guys, but I have been going for like nearly 10 years, and I like to help people that are starting out because it can all be very overwhelming at first. So if that's you, maybe have a look at my website and we'll sort something out. I have very good rates because, as I say, I'm not some kind of big guru. I just like to help you unravel what's going on, basically. Especially if you struggle with like imposter syndrome and stuff. I feel like that's my speciality. So yeah, maybe I'd like to do more of that this year, because it did start to die down sort of like in the second half of last year. What else makes me more money? I'm going to tentatively put selling articles, because yes, it does, but I struggled with finding people to pay me last year. Now, once I'm more established with it, that will be a lot easier, but it's not a guaranteed thing, because last year, like, I would spend time like drafting a pitch, send it to editors, and not get in the commission or whatever, which is very common, but I've spent that time doing that and it's not brought me a return. So it's sort of a tricky one, like similar to the YouTube thing. It's not always going to pay me first time. So there's that. What else? Where it says workshops, I'm going to also put talks, because I've got one of those booked in already. And I feel like that's the same kind of thing, like a couple of hours, not too intensive, and you get paid like straight away. What else? I'm also going to put in here, although it's not instant, but it definitely can make money, is affiliate marketing. Now, I am affiliate of Etsy, which I'm yet to really do anything with, but maybe this year will be the year. And I'm also an affiliate of a great website called bookshop.org. If you've not heard of it, it's great. It's like shopping online for books, but they support independent bookshops, and you can like select a local bookshop that you want to support. So you order through them, but they donate like, I think it's like 10% of the sale of the book to that bookshop, or like the bookshop fulfills the order. I can't remember exactly how it works, guys. I'm a great affiliate. But it's really good. So if you buy a book via my link, I earn a small commission. You don't pay any extra. I just think it's great. So yeah, I'd like to do more of that this year. But it's when you're just getting started, it's like quite small commissions. You really need them to all build up. But you know, it's worth mentioning. So I've got a few ideas on there then. So quarter one, we need to focus on, I have got a talk booked in for a local women's institute, which is fun, and that's on the 19th, I think. So that's booked in. My textiles course if we get enough people on it, because the last one didn't run because there wasn't enough people, which I get, everyone's financially struggling. If that runs this year, it's going to start on the 18th and run for 8 weeks. The great thing about Trello, by the way, is you can change the order of things. So the 18th is obviously before the 19th, so that's kind of annoying. You just drag them into the place you want. So those are 2 money-making things already. Assuming that textiles course goes ahead, fingers crossed it will. I need to do more promotion for that on Instagram. What else? I'm gonna promo Valentine's Day commissions. People love to get a portrait done of them and their other half, so Valentine's Day is a great opportunity for me to make some money on those. The earlier the better, I think I start. Also, did you know that 2-year wedding anniversary is cotton? So perfect. I did a cotton one at the end of last year for someone's anniversary. It was super cute. Anyway, I could do to promo some client appointments, I think. I really enjoy doing them, to be honest. Right, so that's 4 money-making activities already in Q1. That's, yeah, I don't want to put loads in, but I could do to think about writing. So maybe if we brainstorm, are you allowed to say brainstorm? Maybe if we plan some articles. I was going to write textile articles specifically, but I don't think that's necessary. Plan some articles, email editors. See where we get with that. That's quite a vague goal, I won't lie, but I'm not going to rush into it. What I am going to do on the home reno side of things is office needs to be moved upstairs in Q1. And the bedroom needs finishing. Now, it's a bit confusing that I'm putting this kind of personal stuff on my business goals, but it does all coincide. Like, my office is being moved around, it's going to be an upheaval, so it has to be factored in. I might not get as much work done in 1 month because I'll have just moved the office, there'll be stuff to sort out, everything will be all over the place. So it is going to affect it, so you've got to be realistic. Right, then also the big goal for this year is become monetized. I put my own camera in the way of this. On YouTube. So I hit 100 subscribers on New Year's Eve, and I was chuffed because it's taken me a while to get here, but I was like plateaued for ages, and then in the last 2 months before Christmas it just spiked right up. So I'm thinking now I've got a bit of like exponential growth on my side. If I can just keep the momentum going, keep being regular, I don't see why I can't get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of 2023. Like, at the rate it's going, the maths is definitely adding up that is possible. So yes, and then finally I'll get paid for doing this for you guys, which I would love because I really enjoy making videos. So yeah, so let's on that Q1 just put 1 video per week. YouTube. I also might get back into blogging, but I'm not going to go mad because I'm not being paid for blogging. So I'm going to do 1 blog post per month, and that's just good writing practice, and I could direct people to that if they want to see my writing style, which will be helpful. And that could be an outlet for my textiles expertise, you know. Instead of doing the video content, maybe I could write about it, or I could do both. Yeah. Right, Q2, 1 YouTube video per week, 1 blog post a month. Continuing those habits. Why can't I spell? What else do we need to continue? The office has moved upstairs. I'm going to start the living room, which is this room that I'm currently in. Don't think I've got anything booked in, like teaching wise, in Q2. I'm going to focus on, I don't know. I did think for a money making thing, I could list my portraits on Etsy, like a really simplified version, but I'm scared of Etsy customers. I used to be on Etsy and sometimes they expect things that I don't know how to say this. Like, obviously I've shopped on Etsy, but when you open yourself up to such a big marketplace, you're going to get the odd customer that like doesn't quite get your thing. So I'm scared, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to do that in Q1 actually, because then it can be ticking over. I'm putting quite a lot in here. List simplified portrait options on Etsy. Because then I think I can just work on them as they come in, and then that's just money coming into the bank. And portraits aren't too taxing to do. So yeah, that'll help with the cash flow that I need. So yeah. So let's change that then. We don't need that. What do we need in Q2? I'd like to sell an article. So I can do that basically in the first 6 months of the year. I've got till June to do that. It seems like it's happening quite soon because it's in Q2, but really I've got till June. I want to get one workshop / talk. Like, I want at least one per quarter as we start off in the year. So I've got a talk there. I've got the actual course there. I'm not sure, because there's going to be the school that I do the 8-week courses for. They do 3 a year, like 3 blocks a year. I'm not sure when the second block will start. Probably like June. And then there'll be a winter one. But I won't put that in because I'm not entirely sure what quarter it lands in. But yeah, definitely I want to get one workshop or talk in per quarter. That'll be quite easy to do. What else? I could do like a summer marbling workshop. Let's put that in the notes so we don't forget. And maybe you could make like some cute summer things. I don't know what that would be, but it just sounds nice. In like nice summery colours, like bright colours. Because the last one I did was in winter. It was a Christmas one, really. And they did baubles. So, yeah. That's a thought. What else? Right. By Q3, I want to be at least one YouTube vid per week. 500 subscribers. Gotta be by Q3. It should be more, really. What should we put it as? Let's put 700 by then. And then I should be well on my way to getting another 300 before the end of the year, if the rate goes as I think it will, as I think it's currently going. Fingers crossed. So that'll be good. I wrote this in my goals last year, like this exact thing, but I wasn't consistent with it. And I've since learned that actually if you are consistent, it really helps. Who knew? What else? One blog post. I might up this to fortnightly. Am I going to have time? Well, I don't know, but we'll just put it in because if I don't, I don't. But if we aim for it, we might get somewhere near. Then in Q3, I'm going to start the kitchen. I'll have done the living room, so then I can start the kitchen. Once I've done the kitchen, the office can move back downstairs to its forever home. Hopefully. So we're getting there. We're getting there. I need to book a trip. I'm neglecting my travel goal. Book a trip for February, March. Sean gets a week off at the end of February, I believe, so that would be good. And then I want to book a trip here. for summer. Now, my reading goal this year is 15 books, which is not a lot. So how many is that a quarter? It's like 3 or 4, isn't it? So, have read 3 books. It's nearer 4 than it is 3, really. I've read 4. Let's have a good start because it's winter, and in summer I'll read less because I'll be out and about more. What else? Right, let's get this in here. 1,000 subs. Monetized. Now, it's not just about the subs, it's about the watch hours as well. But hopefully the two will go up relatively in sync with each other. So I'm concentrating on the subscribers mostly. Let's put another workshop talk in there. And one in there. I've decided that markets aren't for this business. I tried a couple at the end of last year. I enjoy doing them, but I just don't think it suits this business and the stuff that I make. So they're not a way that I'm going to make money this year. So I need to figure out how to fill that hole. I want to do... Realistically, I don't think 1 commission a month is viable because that's actually quite a lot of work. But 1 commission a quarter doesn't seem like a lot. But if I get the Etsy thing on the roll, yeah, let's go for 1 a month. Assuming I've got the Etsy thing going, there'll only be small commissions, but you know, at least it's consistent cash flow then. So I'll have Etsy, but then I'll also have like the regular ones I do. Right, I'm going to up this. How many commissions do I want? Let's put 6 commissions this quarter because it's Christmas. And I always get a few more at Christmas. So that's 2 a month basically, average that. That's my logic there. So that'd be a nice little Christmas cash boost. I'd also really like to get some more passive income in product sales. I'd like to have more digital products. But I don't know exactly what they'd look like. What do you guys want from digital products? I could do, what I like making for myself is sort of like planner pages. Now this is really rough and ready, but when I was getting 100 subscribers, I made this little chart. Would you like a nice version of that? Stuff like that where you can check things off. I'm looking at up there, it's a handwritten version, so I won't show it, but my chain of promotion, like when I post a YouTube video, it's like a little sequential diagram of where you should promote, why did I say that weird? Where you should promote that content. So if I post a YouTube video, then I should post about it on Instagram, maybe make a reel, like a trailer of it. Then I should put it on my mailing list, and then I should put it on my Ko-fi account. That's the chain of promotion. Would anyone like a free printable of that? Or sorry, a paid one? Or maybe I could make like a little pack, like a mini PDF of business resources, like including that kind of thing. I don't know. Let's put that in quarter 2. Make digital download resources for Etsy. Also, I could just like do some marbling and make some really cool digital prints for people. I don't know, guys. What do you want? What do you want? What do we think will sell? I'm going to think about that. Let's put that in the notes. So, business resources, PDFs, or marbling, art prints, whatever. I also started selling marbling kits at the end of last year. I need to reactivate those actually. Marbling kits reactivate. I also need to up the price because I'm not making, once I've ordered everything and put everything in it and posted it, I'm not making a lot on those. So I need to reevaluate the price. Right, this is looking okay, isn't it? Always the first quarter will look the most busy, but that's because you don't really want to put too much in because you've not got to them yet, and things might change and you might reevaluate things as you go through the year. So I just like to get the rough structure in the later quarters, and you can always add to it throughout the year. Have I missed anything? Let's have a look in here. Teaching's in there. I just need to promote the course to make sure people sign up and it goes ahead. My workshops, I just need to get those booked in, but they're in there. Commissions are in there. Sales, I'm going to focus on getting those going. Client appointments, we'll see how they go in quarter one and maybe reevaluate strategy for that. Articles, the plans are in there. Affiliate marketing, that's just going to go hand in hand with being on YouTube, and just if I see something or I've bought something that I think you guys will like, it'll just be in a video. So that's kind of like passive. So really don't belong in like the instant money tasks, but I would like it to be a proper income stream, so I'm going to put it in there. So yeah, I think that's looking all right. Do you? I'm quite happy with that. I feel like we've made some progress. I know what my expectations of myself are now. I need to do a YouTube video every week, as I have been doing. I need to do a blog post every month. That's going to be a challenge to sit down and do that because I'm not getting paid for that. But I think ultimately it'll be good practice-wise. It builds a bit of a portfolio. Yeah, I just think it's a good exercise for me to do. I need to make time for that. I need to read more. I need to promote stuff more. Yeah, I'm feeling happy about that. If you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe. And we're going to be well on my way this year. I can feel it. Leave me a comment if you enjoyed it. Let me know how your 2023 is looking. So yeah, use Trello, figure it out. It's really easy, to be honest. I'm using it. Just let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next one. Videos are going to be, in theory, every Monday at about 7 AM-ish. That's what I usually schedule them for, just so that they're up for the whole day, basically. Yeah, so I'm going to film the next one on Friday, so that should be for next Monday, and then we should be all set. So yes, have a great year, and I hope to see you again. Bye!